The oceans of ARK have often felt more like a desert than a richly diverse habitat, so I was really pleased to see that the launch of the Centre and ARK Survival Ascended introduced a new marine creature. The Shastasaurus swam into existence, bringing with it the possibility of living underwater in a saddle that's large enough to hold a Rex. But is this creature a work of fiction, or is it based on reality? Let's find out. "251 million years ago, Earth's landmass formed one continent called Pangaea. This supercontinent stretched from the North Pole to the South Pole, straddling the equator in a large C shape. It was on this landmass that the Permian Triassic Extinction event occurred, leading to the extinction of about 90% of all species, including 81% of marine species. The event is more commonly known as the Great Dying. The precise causes of the Great Dying are uncertain, but it is thought that a giant volcanic eruption, or a series of large volcanic eruptions, released so much sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide into the atmosphere that the oceans became oxygen-starved and sulfurous, leading to a rise in global temperatures and the acidifying of the oceans. The start to the Triassic period was a time of huge change and rejuvenation. The species that survived the Great Dying repopulated the planet, diversifying and evolving to fill new niches. By the late Triassic, the world was home to a diverse range of creatures, including the first dinosaurs and the very first mammals. It was into this world that the first Shastasaurus swam. The Shastasaurus was an unusual creature. It was a reptile, but it looked a bit like a modern dolphin, and it had no teeth. It belonged to a group of fish-like reptiles known as the ichthyosaurs, and it is related to the ichthyosaurus that we see in-game. They were both part of the dominant group of marine reptiles during the Triassic. The Shastasaurus takes its name from Mount Shasta in Siskiyou County, Northern California. It is here that the fossils of the species Shastasaurus Pacificus have been found. S. pacificus is what is known as a type species, the first described member of a genus, and is described as being medium-sized. They were probably about 7 meters or 23 feet long and weighed 1.5 tons. It is only known from fragmentary remains, and it wasn't until the discovery of a second species in China that a more accurate reconstruction was possible. The more complete Chinese specimens have revealed that they would have looked like a cross between a dolphin and a lizard, and differ considerably from other ichthyosaurs. Unlike the game version, their bodies were long and slender, and unlike their relatives, they did not have the long dolphin-like snout. Instead, the snout was short and it was likely toothless. The lack of teeth has led researchers to propose that Shastasaurus was likely a suction feeder, whose diet would likely have consisted of soft-bodied animals with no shells, such as cephalopods. However, current research indicates that their jaws may not fit the suction feeder profile, and so we will have to wait and see what further research reveals. In 2004, a discovery in British Columbia appeared to have revealed an enormous third species of Shastasaurus. This species would have been 21 meters or 69 feet long and weighed around 81 tons, not dissimilar in size to a modern-day fin whale. However, in 2013, this species was reclassified to a different ichthyosaur genus. During the late Triassic, Earth's landmass had started to break apart and move, but it still resembled the basic shape of Pangaea. Around the landmass were two large oceans, the Tethys Ocean on the inside of the C-shape to the east, and the Panthalassa Ocean to the west in an area that we today know as the Pacific Ocean. It was the north of the Panthalassa Ocean that the Shastasaurus called home. It was likely that the Shastasaurus lived and hunted in deep water environments, their large size meaning they could take in a great amount of air and stay underwater for long periods of time. Due to their large size, ichthyosaur species, including the Shastasaurus, were dominant during the late Triassic. However, as the period drew to a close, they faced increased competition from sharks, teleosts, and plesiosaurs. This increased competition for food may have led to their eventual disappearance. Around 201 million years ago, another extinction event happened. This one is known as the end Triassic Extinction, and during this time 23 to 34% of all marine genuses disappeared. The Shastasaurus of fact may differ from the creature that now roams Ark's oceans, but I feel like the game version is a fitting homage to the great creature that once inhabited Earth's waters. Thank you so much for watching, and if you made it this far, make sure to comment Dinotherium below. I apologise for how long it's taken to get this video out. I started a new job not long ago and life has just been a little bit crazy, but things are settling down now and there is a schedule of content to come. But for now, I'll see you in the Ark. Take care.